Next day I'm bound and determined to get it. Remember, I only had it to there. Well, I dug out these roots going across here, and look at this big monster here. See how it's going down at an angle? Granted, it's not hitting that pipe, but I'm getting it out of here because eventually it's just going to sag down further and it could mash that pipe. So it's just slow going. You've got all kinds of roots at the top, in the middle, all kinds of rocks down in there, big roots, little roots. I've used my cutters, I've used my loppers, and now I'm using my sawzall. I've got my shovel here, my hammer, my putty knife, a stiff putty knife, and my neighbor, he let me use this little knee pad. That's kind of slick. It's nice and thick, and it's a lot bigger than the one I've got. I might have to get one of those. Okay, so I'm just going to keep on going. I know I'm going to encounter some more of those roots. See, I just cut the grass here with my stiff putty knife, and then I get it only about yay far pulled up, and then I use my shovel. And I get underneath there and then fold it over. There's my piece of grass. It's not even cut on this side. I just cut this side, folded it over, and then put the dirt on top of it. And then once I get this far, if this gets too close over there, then I'll move it over. Or if I see it start curving, then I'll start cutting the grass a little bit differently. Okay, slow and go. And you can do it too. I know you can. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. And I hope this is giving you some ideas for things you can do around your yard, around your drip irrigation. I'm not calling up a sprinkler company or a landscape company to do this. They would have to do the same thing I'm doing, right? And if you've got the time and the patience and you show a little effort, you can save your hard-earned money just like Joe.